Forget the rags to riches fairy tales. These guys were stacking cash before they ever kicked a ball. Let's dive into the world of footballers who never had to worry about money, but still made a name for themselves on the pitch. Think football made PK rich? Think again. This guy was born into wealth, wrapped in luxury before he even laced up his first boots. His father, Jean Piquet, is a high-powered lawyer and businessman. His mother, Montserrat Bernabeu, ran a hospital. Oh, and his grandfather. He was FC Barcelona's vice president. Yeah, that FC Barcelona, the club where Piqué became a legend. Football wasn't his only option, it was just another choice. He even studied business at Harvard while still playing, proving his brain is just as sharp as his defense. And let's not forget Cosmos Holding, his multi-million-dollar sports and media empire. Whether or not he ever played football, Piqué was always destined to be a boss. You know him as RVP, the lethal Dutch striker. But did you know he came from an insanely artistic family? His father is a renowned sculptor, his mother a celebrated artist and designer. Growing up, masterpieces surrounded Van Persie, and for a while, it looked like he might follow in their footsteps. But the football gods had other plans. Instead of sculpting statues, he decided to carve his legacy on the pitch. One of the most clinical forwards in history, RVP proves that passion can outshine destiny, even when you're born into wealth. Trust fund baby turned football star. Meet Patrick Bamford. His family is deeply tied to JCB, the billion-dollar construction empire. His uncle, Sir Anthony Bamford, is worth a mind-blowing $10 billion. But here's the crazy part. Bamford got into Harvard and still turned it down to chase his dream on the pitch. Let that sink in. With unlimited financial security, he could have taken the easy route. Instead, he chose the grind, proving that passion sometimes outweighs privilege. Scoring a World Cup winning goal? Legendary. But stressing about money? Never an issue for Götze. His father, Jürgen Götze, is a respected university professor in computer science. Translation? Götze grew up in a world of intellect, not financial struggle. He even lived in Houston, Texas, when his father worked at a prestigious university. He could have easily gone down the academic or tech route, but football was his calling. He didn't play because he needed to. He played to create history. And let's be real, scoring the goal that won Germany the 2014 World Cup? Mission accomplished. Griezmann wasn't just a rising talent. He was raised in comfort. His father was a local council member and later the president of a football club. That's right, his family was already deep in the football scene before he even kicked a ball. But don't get it twisted, Griezmann still had to fight for his spot. He wasn't just handed success. He put in the work, battled the odds, and turned his privilege into pure footballing greatness. Hard work plus connections, deadly combo. Elegance, class, and money. Pirlo had it all before he even touched a ball. His father was a steel industry tycoon, building a fortune in metal trading. Pirlo himself owns a slice of the family business, ensuring his wealth keeps growing. But wait, there's more. Pirlo also owns a vineyard, because of course he does. The man doesn't just drink fine wine, he produces it. And if that wasn't enough, he's so rich he straight up refuses to talk about money. "I never discuss finances," he once said. When you're on Pirlo's level, wealth is just a background detail. How rich was Vialli's family? Try a 60-room castle rich. That's right, he wasn't raised in a mansion. He grew up in an actual castle. His father was a self-made millionaire, ensuring his son never had to worry about money. But for Vialli, football wasn't about escaping hardship. It was about chasing greatness. He didn't need the sport, he just loved it. And that passion made him one of Italy's finest strikers. When your childhood home has more rooms than some hotels, you know you're playing the game for the love of it. While most young footballers were grinding their way through academies, Will Hughes was living the high life at Repton School, one of the most elite institutions in the UK. We're talking about the same school that produced TV legend Jeremy Clarkson and literary giant Roald Dahl. For Hughes, football was never about survival. It was a choice, and that choice led him to the Premier League, where he proved that privilege doesn't always mean soft. His technical skills and composure, that's years of stress-free training paying off. When you're playing football as a kid in Monte Carlo, you know you're not exactly struggling. His father, a high-rolling investment banker handling multi-million-dollar deals. His mother, a powerful lawyer with deep connections in the legal world. That's next-level privilege right there. Monte Carlo isn't just a wealthy city. It's a playground for the ultra-rich. We're talking about a place where supercars are more common than taxis and luxury brands are on every corner. Loris grew up surrounded by extravagant yachts, five-star resorts, and high-stakes business deals. His childhood wasn't about scraping by. It was about figuring out which private school had the best sports facilities. With his family's financial backing, Loris had options, big ones. He could have been a banker, following in his father's footsteps and dealing with numbers instead of footballs. He could have stepped into law, using his mother's influence to land a high-profile career. Or if he wanted, he could have coasted comfortably off family wealth and never worked a day in his life. But instead of sitting in boardrooms or trading stocks, he chose the pressure-packed world of goalkeeping. And let's be real, he didn't just play, he dominated, winning a World Cup, leading Tottenham as captain, and proving that even with financial security, hunger and ambition still matter. Loris wasn't chasing money, he was chasing legacy, and he more than earned it. This man isn't just rich. He's wealthy for generations. His family has been in real estate for decades, with his uncle being a major property developer in the US. We're talking serious money. Massive investments, multiple properties, and a business empire worth hundreds of millions. But here's what separates Braithwaite from others. He didn't just inherit wealth, he built on it. His real estate portfolio isn't just a side hustle, it's a powerhouse. He co-owns multi-million-dollar projects, including residential developments and high-end properties across multiple countries. His empire spans from the US to Europe, positioning him as one of the wealthiest active footballers, not just from contracts, but from pure business acumen. Oh, and his wife, a successful entrepreneur and TV personality. Talk about a power couple. For most players, football is the key to financial freedom. For Braithwaite, it's just another investment in an already massive empire. There you have it, 10 footballers who were already winning at life before they even stepped onto the pitch. These players didn't just chase dreams. They had financial safety nets most of us can only imagine. Yet, instead of coasting on wealth, they put in the grind, proving that success isn't just about where you start, but how hard you push to make your mark. Which story surprised you the most? Did you expect some of these names, or were a few shocking? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe for more insane football content, and turn on those notifications. We've got plenty more jaw-dropping stories coming your way, so stay tuned. Catch you in the next one.